Hi, thanks so much for joining me for this video. Today we are talking all about my top 5 wish list items for quiet luxury bags, as well as 5 quiet luxury bags I will definitely be passing on. This is inspired by Michelle's video. If you haven't seen it, I'll list it below. She featured bags that are on her wish list that happen to be quiet luxury. And if you are new to the discussion of quiet luxury, or you've seen a lot of quiet luxury videos, there are so many different interpretations of it. And I think I mentioned it in my vlog where true quiet luxury, true stealth wealth, really, in my experience, has not been this aesthetic. It's much more understated. And I don't see people that I know with true stealth wealth status even dressing like this. So to me, this is more of an aesthetic, and the qualities that resonate with me are timeless classics and that there is no compromise. I think for me, quiet luxury means exactly that. Elevated basics, no compromise, timeless and classic. So we're gonna go on that premise for what I consider as quiet luxury, because Michelle made a really good point in her video in that true stealth wealth, they probably aren't even carrying a bag because they have someone who carries their things for them, which is such a great point. So I think this is not a new concept, but it's a new name that goes with something that's happening in pop culture right now. So this first one is definitely one of those no compromise, timeless classic heritage brands, and I've had a chance to purchase some of their products and really given them a good test, and I'm so impressed with their quality, their attention to detail both on the exterior and interior of their products, as well as the comfort. So you can certainly see the level of quality in the experience for the person who wears them. Their logoing is very minimal. This one though does have a little bit of visible logo on it, and it is, and I've mentioned this before, it's not new, it's the Loro Piana Bale Canvas Trimmed Textured Leather Tote. I love the structured yet slouchy nature of this tote. Now it comes in like a smaller size and a larger size. There's no in between. So that's one of the reasons I'm hesitating on this, but I will eventually pick this bag up. I'm just not sure what size yet. And it does have that canvas trimmed like webbing around it, which I think is the only thing that has the potential to show its age. So the bag itself though, I love everything about it. I love that it's casual, but it's still put together in a way. And I think it's a really difficult balance to strike with a bag. Sometimes it's too casual and sometimes it's too structured, but this one has a really beautiful balance. It does have Loro Piana stamped on it, which I wish they didn't do that. I would love if it was not visible at all. And then I noticed it doesn't have the feet on it, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna buy this bag because I really love it. And plus it has this interior pouch or a wallet that goes with it, and it's the bigger size, which I'm leaning more towards the larger size. As I recently bought a bag that's on the smaller side that kind of echoes this feeling. So that is definitely number 1 on my list. Okay, so for something I'm definitely not purchasing from Loro Piana, because this one just doesn't seem practical, especially for the price point. So this is how I make my decisions. I want things that will last pretty much forever. That's how I make my purchases. I don't think of them as purchases I'm just going to use for that season. I keep my clothes forever. I keep my bags forever. Or I want to make sure they have some sort of resale value if I am not quite sure about it. So this Loro Piana, it's an Alba leather trimmed canvas clutch. I love the tone of it. I love that it's like a cooler taupey tone, and then it's got that beautiful rich brown. I think it's so elegant, but the fact that it's canvas and it's such a light color, I definitely would get makeup on this. I definitely would spill something on it. It would be like a magnet for all kinds of stains for me, because I am a little bit clumsy and spill things and transfer makeup onto things all the time. So the interior of my car is like a white color. There is makeup residue visible in there, so I just know that it would happen. But I think this is such a cute bag. I think it's beautiful, but I think the price point for what it is, it would certainly be something I would not buy. Then moving on to this brand, which I've been eyeing quite a bit. It's Toteme. So I love this bag. I know it seems like everyone has this bag. It's a tea lock grain leather top handle bag, and this one is in like a tan shade, and I think it's so beautiful. It's like a lighter tan, but it's still really rich. You can tell from the texture of the leather. It does have silver though, so the metal on it is silver, which is not my favorite, but I think it really works well for this, especially since it's a more casual color. I might get this one. I love also that it has the stitching. I think because it has the silver and the stitching, which is a little bit more rugged, it's not as refined as some of their other bags, but I think it gives it a durability. So I like that it does have this very bold stitching on it. I mean, it's not bold, but it's very visible. It's got this double stitching on it. The price point is on the lower end of some of the bags I'm talking about, still above $1,000, but it is one of those bags I think I would use a lot. And it's, this side I'm looking as a pre-order, so it's not shipped till October, so it might be a nice fall bag. So I'm highly considering this Toteme bag. It would be my first Toteme bag. So the Toteme bag that I would not purchase, and it's an exclusive to, it looks like Net-a-Porter. It's really cute. It's this textured leather clutch. Oh, by the way, if you own any of these items that I said I would pass on, it's just my taste, and sometimes the things that other people can wear, I feel like I can't wear. So it really is just a personal taste thing. So if you have these things and love them, please let me know that you love them, and that some of the things I might think aren't the best features might be really great features. So let me know if you have them. I would love to know. And also let me know if there are things that you agree or disagree with. Okay, so then this Toteme textured leather clutch. I think it's a really classic, interesting shape, but I also think that it's a little too like very wide. So holding it as a clutch seems like it would be a job, because there's nowhere to hook on something to have it dangle from the wrist. And it looks like you have to carry it like a crate of eggs almost is how it looks, but it's a really unique shape. I really like the idea of it. I just think that I would set it down and forget about it. So it's not something you put under my arm like this. It does look like it has to be cradled almost in order to carry it. So that is one Toteme bag that I would pass on. Okay, on to our third bag. So this one is by Hermes, and I know this is not necessarily the most quiet luxury brand, but I think this bag is, except for there's a lock on the front that kind of gives it away. But there are so many things about this bag that I love, and it's thanks to your suggestion. You recommended this to me. It's the Picotin Celebration of Simplicity, it says. It's a nod to the equestrian world, inspired by the shape of the feeder bags used to contain oats. This bag acts as a carefree companion for the wearer. It kind of reminds me of the Bale bag, Loro Piana. So this is like the Hermes version of it. So this one has the feet on the bottom, which I really like. I really like bags that have the feet on it. So if you do place it down on a surface, it doesn't pick up anything on the leather. It just sits on the feet. So I really like that. And then it has this lock, which I think is pretty. And there's some beautiful shades. There's a blue shade with the gold. I think that might be one of my first picks, or something more neutral. Like I think this rich brown tone is beautiful, but I would definitely invest in that. This is my style, and some of you were wanting a bag that was just open like a tote like that, and I would certainly consider this. I might even look at this one pre-loved. Between that and the Bale bag, Loro Piana Bale bag, those are the two I'm highly considering as more of an investment bag. Okay, so this one some of you might really love. This one is the Constance bag by Hermes. And the reason why I wouldn't choose this is because that H is so large on there, which I think depending on the time, or if you really love this, would be great. I like the shape of this bag though. I like the idea of it, but that H is just really bold for me. Again, a style thing, some of you may love it, but some of the newer designs I'm looking at, like there's a blue with a red where the H is kind of broken up where you can't actually tell. I mean, you can tell it's the H, but it's not like one solid block of H. That looks like it might be more wearable for me, but this is very much a not quiet luxury at this point with the H on it. But I like the versatility of this bag. I think it's a good size, and I think that it's very practical. So that is the one that I wouldn't choose from Hermes. I would rather the Picotin bag. See, so we've got Loro Piana, Hermes, we've got Toteme. On to Celine. So I love the Celine bags. I haven't owned a Celine bag, although my sister loves them. So I'm looking at the medium 16 bag, and it comes in lots of different colors. There's this satiny calfskin leather that I saw though in, which might surprise you, but I'm thinking about the fall. This light burgundy shade looks so beautiful. I can see if you have this with some matching shoes or a belt. I think that may be able to help transform some of these more versatile pieces and take them into the fall. So I love this bag. I love everything about it. There's a light blue that I love, but I'm really considering this burgundy shade. And I love the pockets inside. You can see there are various sizes, and this is the medium one. So I like that they show you comparison. And there's a beautiful clasp on the front. It has the feet on the bottom. It's got a top handle, which is maybe my favorite shape. I don't have very many of them because I find they're difficult to locate in terms of the ones that I like and the correct size for me. So I like this top handle bag, and then it also has a strap. So there's some versatility in there. I think this is one of those forever bags. Definitely would invest in this bag. So one day I'll get a Celine 16. Again, pre-loved. I'm good with pre-loved on most of these bags because I really wanted, I mean, out of all the bags in the world, I already got the bag that I wanted. The Chanel double flap medium in caviar leather with gold hardware. That was my dream bag. I have it. I got the whole Chanel experience when I purchased it. So now any other bag is like, yeah, I can buy a pre-loved. I really like the sustainability aspect of that. And usually people with bags like this take really good care of them. And sometimes you can find them new with tags. You just want to make sure that they are authenticated. As for a Celine bag, I would pass on. This is probably something I wouldn't wear just because of the style. Some of you may love this one, but the hardware on this is very bold. And so, you know me, I'm not about bold hardware or bold accents. And the fact that it is suede, I avoid suede bags. I think one day maybe I'll invest in a suede bag, but I just know it will pick up color. It'll probably transfer denim. If you're wearing it next to jeans, it'll probably pick that up. It'll pick up any sort of oils or things like that on your hands. So this quickly would become very patinaed. Might look really beautiful. Actually, I was talking to someone in Celine, and there was a bag that had very soft leather, and they said they saw it after this person, a customer, had had theirs for a couple of years, and they said it looked really beautiful with that patina. But for me, I would want it to look like this at all times. I wouldn't want it to get a patina because I really like the shade of this suede, but it's just not a practical. It's not one of those things that's an investment piece. It would be more like a fun piece. I think this is for a very specific customer who might wear this just a couple of times, but I like the fun aspect of it, of the shearling. I think if you're gonna buy a shearling bag, this is a cute one, but this is something I would not invest in. And when I talk about investing in timeless classics, I wouldn't invest in that one. So I love Brunello Cucinelli, but I don't love all the little beading on it. I can't remember what they call it. There's a special word for it. Actually, it'll come up in the next bag, so I'll probably talk about it there. So this raffia bag looks really interesting because I think you have, again, that nice balance of something more unstructured and structured together. And I like this because sometimes the wicker bags are a little too delicate in that I'm afraid that if I accidentally sit on the bag or smash the bag, it's going to break, like it will actually break. But this is raffia, so you can see the flexibility there, and I like the leather accents on this. I think it's really pretty. It's a great size. Looks like they have a larger one, but I like this size. And the material is nylon, so it looks like it's easier to clean off. The color is copper. You can wear it on your shoulder, crossbody, and also has a drawstring on it. This is one that I think would last over time, especially because what's the fabric again? Oh yeah, it's nylon, so that's gonna last forever. So that would be one that I wouldn't have to be as careful with, especially when you're out doing more summer type things, which are outdoors. This would be a bag that I wouldn't be afraid of taking outside with me. Not that I do a lot of outdoor activity, but typically you're outside more, so I wouldn't be as careful with this bag as I would with other bags. So I really like that Brunello Cucinelli bag. Okay, and then for the Brunello Cucinelli bag that I would not purchase, it's this one. We are again talking about a suede bag, and I like the tone of this. There is a little bit more green. Just looking at it, I love the dove gray tone, but it looks a little green. And then it has a top handle. So again, suede is not the most timeless kind of material for me because I think it shows wear. But this is a flat closure. It has a detachable strap. And it has on here, what are those called? Now I've got to see. Oh, so these have the Munili on it, which I don't love about their clothes. And it has this on the bag. It also has the brand name embossed on there. So that's, again, because of the suede, because of those little beads that I don't love on their designs. Yeah, they're the shiny Munili. And I know that's a signature design of theirs, but that's the reason I wouldn't purchase this bag. And the logo embossed on it is another reason. But I like the shape of this bag. I wish they made it in a more durable kind of leather. I think I would really like that. So those are my 5 bags on my wish list. Those are things that I look at all the time. I probably daily look at them, either new or pre-loved, and just kind of keep track of their price points and where they are in the market and what new colors they're coming out with. So let me know what your 5 are, and let me know what you think of the 5 that I wouldn't select. Examples are great to illustrate an idea, but also non-examples are a really, really good idea of how to illustrate what you actually want. So if you ever think of like, how can I explain this? Sometimes explaining the opposite of what you want is almost more clear. But let me know, what are your top 5 wish list quiet luxury bags, and maybe some things that you wouldn't buy. I'd love to know. And again, if you love the things that I said I wouldn't buy, let me know. Let me know what you love about them and maybe how you style them, because I know I can always definitely learn from you. But that is it for today's video. So please take care of each other. Stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe.